It is the Smashbros cast, episode something, and this audio over here is not muted. So I'm hearing, I literally thought Crawler was cutting me off because I'm like, what? Why do I hear Crawler in two places? What is going on
Like
right
you
now?
cut us off from talking about
So,
non-Smash Bros things.
I know. So there we go. Hey, Smash Bros cast, we're back. How's the B-roll look? Is it smooth?
It's a little choppy, but it's not terrible.
Little choppy. Okay, all right. It's all 1080p and stuff, and sometimes Restream doesn't like that. So, with that, the very first announcement for the show is we got a tournament this Saturday. It's free to join. $20 for first place, $10 for second, $5 for third. It's a great place to come learn to play competitive Smash. If you're, relatively new to the scene, it's a great way to start out and, possibly get some friendlies if you get knocked out right away. So you can, get some pointers from people that are better at the game and hopefully improve. The registration, n64josh.com/smash. And come hang out. We'd love to see you. Tell some friends if you know anybody that's interested in Smash. Invite them. Let's get as many people as possible. It starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be a good time. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I love doing these things. So with that out of the way, Johnny Bo, what's up, dude?
What's up? I just got done playing some Smash.
How'd it go?
It went, it wasn't that bad. There were times where I felt really good and was winning a few matches, but then, better people than me got into the arena and just kind of smacked me all over the place.
We'll get into it. We'll talk about it. Crawler, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Crawler coming at you. Doing all right.
You got a little bit of Smash in?
Yeah, we recorded an hour's worth of B-roll that everyone's going to get to watch right now.
They can't hear all the swearing.
Yeah, some good, some bad for both of us. So
yeah, it was a fun time. So we tried to invite Johnny, but he's like, I'm asleep. He didn't even respond to me. He's like,
Well, when was that? When were you guys?
It was last night after Halo. After I sent the Halo invite,
you messaged at like midnight or 12:30 or something.
That's your fault for living on the East Coast.
I know. I'm not. This is not. I'm not trying to guilt you. I'm just letting you know that you were invited. That's all. That wasn't.
And I'm kind of like, I want to, but that's like all the way downstairs. It's already midnight. Yeah. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I want to be a duel master. Right. So like,
yep, I get it. So there you go. I do want to let you guys know I am putting out like pretty close to daily Smash videos, just where I'm just documenting my gameplay. Like, it's just me kind of giving you guys more of a insight inside of my head, and like I'll post matches that I don't. Yeah, no joke. But I'll post matches even if I don't win. Right. Because it's about like, I've had some great feedback from people in the chats. It's been super cool, and just trying to implement a lot of that stuff. And that's going to be some of the stuff we're going to talk about tonight. The one thing I want to bring up right away is I got a Battle Beaver custom controller. Now I'm holding up the shell for my old Mario controller because I got the Smash Ultimate skin. It was $110. Has a tactical Z button, which is super cool, pretty fun to get used to, the little clickety. And then it also has no snapback. So after 5 controllers that I went through, I finally can play Mario without snapback. Now, the only thing is, and it's funny because the last episode was all about no Johns, the dead zone, I think, is increased because of the mod that's in here. So there are times that I go to throw a smash attack and a tilt comes out because I haven't hit the stick far enough into the zone that it needs to be into. And so it's just a matter of getting used to it. But honestly, I'm really, really enjoying it. I think they're a great product. $110 if you just want the standard one. $170 if you want the same Mario controller or Luigi controller. Those are Japanese Club Nintendo controllers. And they say they are, I believe they are official. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's what it looks like. So I think they even come with the red and the green tip on the end of the controller. So who knows? I may end up having to double dip just because that's that red on the end of the controller drives me crazy that mine's black. It's silly as it is, but so really enjoying the controller though. So if you're looking for something, you want to spend a little bit extra on your GameCube controller, I do recommend getting them. And if you have a shell that you like, the number 2 tri-wing screwdriver will take care of it for you.
Are they modded? You said modded. Are they modded?
So it has a tactile button for the Z button, meaning it clicks, right? Instead of just being a squishy button. So they just changed the button on the board. It's nothing that's like illegal. And then the other thing is there is a mod. It's soldered to the board that I think it just changes the dead zone of the controller. And if I unplug my controller, I actually have to reset it when I start playing, because it'll just start drifting across the screen, and you have to hold like start, Y, and X all at the same time, and then that it resets the controller. So yeah, I think they're mainly made for melee. Is what they're mainly used for. I shouldn't say mainly, but I think that was kind of the initial.
The wave dashers are hard on their controllers.
Yeah. So yeah, so they are modded, but nothing that's illegal. It's not like a turbo button or something like that. It's literally just to fix the issue that I was running into.
I'm just trying to keep you 100. I'm just trying to keep you 100.
No, I get it. I appreciate it.
The next evolution for Josh is Smashbox.
Crawler loves that thing. I just it seems so weird playing on a. Tell him what it is.
It's all arcade buttons with no joystick. They make Hitbox. It's from a company called Hitbox. They make it's for the standard fighters. It's just called Hitbox, and they have a special Smash style one that has more of like the C button configuration. But they're lined up in a weird way that doesn't make sense. Josh was quicker on it than I was when we played at Genesis with it, but it's a
There's
different
no joystick.
No joystick. So and it's all.
So how's the movement? Is it like very?
It's like WASD kind of thing. Like you, yeah. Oof. Like
I feel like that might work in other fighters, like the 2D plane, but I don't know. Smash, it seems odd. It seems like it wouldn't work for a platform fighter.
Like I said, Josh was quicker on it than I was, like picking it up and using it. So
it works. It works well. It's just it feels weird when you don't have a stick at all, right? When you're so used to playing a controller, it did throw me off for sure. But and I honestly don't even remember. I don't even remember, like, Crawler, the fact that you're saying I don't even remember at all. I just remember going, I don't know if it's for me, but it's like what? It's like $200 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, check out some videos of them. If you guys want like an alternative to your Pro controller or your GameCube controller, it's a very viable option for sure.
You might even have a video on your channel.
Who would spend $200 for a controller? Who would spend $200?
If you're only listening, he's holding up his Halo Elite controller. So, yeah. So new controller, loving it. Now it's just a matter of being on the grind. It's literally a daily grind of how to improve. But Johnny, you said you just got done streaming. The stream went pretty good. Like, what any kind of takeaways for yourself of like, oh, I know I could work on this, or we could work on that?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't been playing much Smash as I would like to, I guess, at this point. And I could see myself falling into the same, issues that I've had in the past. Like, I see, I'm recovering too high, or like I'm going right into a smash attack when recovering. So it's I'm just trying to, I don't know, I guess I should just play more so I could stop falling back into those issues that I've been having. But I feel like I'm better than I was, a few months ago. I feel like I could hold my own in the lobbies that I host. There are some people that are really good out there. We had a Donkey Kong that was just smacking everybody around, a Bayonetta actually, and a K Rule, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of a variety of play styles, and it was interesting to try to see how different play. And I early in the night I was playing against a Little Mac. Little Mac has the craziest armor.
Yeah, he's got super armor for days, and
Yeah, he
you
does.
got to get him off stage, because you don't want to fight him on stage at all.
Yeah, and I haven't really fought many Little Macs, so I wasn't like used to that matchup. And I was just like hitting him, and he was like, "Oh nah, I'm just gonna punch you in the face. I'm just gonna take your hit and punch you in the face." So
I want to bring attention real quick to the match that Crawler and I are having right here. We both came in at about the same percent. We were both at about 16% right here. I get a nice little combo here. Couldn't finish it off with a dunk. That would have been the match. Watch what he does to me here. I don't even touch the ground, right? Trying to get back. He just says no, just full on
emotional damage.
Exactly. I know if you guys are just listening, you can't see it, but yeah, it was an absolutely gorgeous play, and so I just wanted to make sure to point it out. But anything else, Johnny, from the just from tonight's stream?
Well, actually, you just got juggled pretty much all the way across the map. That was happening to me tonight, and I honestly don't know how to get away from it. Like, what? I don't know if maybe an air dodge could get you away from being juggled like that, or what do you think you could have done to get away?
I mean, in that situation, I have to be extremely careful with one of my favorite things about playing against Crawler's Corn is that I lose the ability to attack with an aerial because his nair is too dangerous. His up air, it's all a way of walling me out. And so in that situation, I honestly thought I was out of reach, so I didn't air dodge. But yes, an air dodge probably even on that first that second aerial that he hit me with, or the first aerial he hit me with, I probably could have dodged it, but after the first one landed, I was like, there was no way. There was no way. So
And I made you earn that one too, because you got a quick 2 stocks in that game right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Crawler played some matches in the arena tonight. So how did they go?
I mean, they ended up coming down. I think it was against the Bayo the first time. I haven't had to fight a Bayo in a long time, and that dash.
You don't really
slide,
see them that often because
because she's been nerfed a little bit, but she's still combo heavy, and if like you have to know how to avoid those smash attacks, because that's why she's nerfed. She doesn't have as much of an aerial game. You can get away from it, and the smash attacks have so much after move lag that you can usually take advantage of. But you have to avoid them first off. They can do a lot of damage. So I mean, it was a close game, but ended up losing by just a little bit. I fought the Donkey Kong the second time, and I mean, that was Donkey Kong has some super armor, which can be a challenge, and that up air is always scary. But I mean, again, it's a matter of just. I felt like last night when I was fighting Josh, at least these first couple, I haven't noticed it as much. But later on in the night, I definitely tried to reevaluate and reset neutral if we were kind of just going back and forth a little bit and come in, because I usually he can start with the fireballs, but like I can approach with the nair or the fair pretty well, and usually can lead to something. So I mean, it's a matter of trying to get away and reset, and it was a lot of back and forth last night, which was good.
I actually played against a Bayo in quick play that I think I lost both times, and even the second time, I'm like, I kind of had a feeling I wasn't. I mean, part of it's matchup, right? But part of it was just like I felt like this person just had my number. Like they were using the witch time, like
Mm-hmm.
in such a way that it was like I am helpless right now, like literally just floating through the air, just taking damage. And so,
And she could still climb the ladder. She could still take you up the ladder. Like,
oh yeah,
the Bayo that was in the arena tonight, that's what they were doing. They were comboing the the up specials, and they just climbed the ladder, and then they didn't really. I don't think they really KO'd through that, but it did a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Probably
they
like
can't
50, 60,
carry it.
70%.
Yeah, she doesn't carry to the blast zone anymore, but it definitely racks up damage.
and what was happening with me is that damage was getting racked up, and then they'd hit me in witch time and then hit me with a smash attack, right? And a couple times I went to up B onto the stage, and they did their down smash, and it spiked me. Like they had their timing just perfect, and they'd hit that two
The
frame,
stomp, yeah, the stomp, yeah,
onto my with my up B, right? I was
yep.
just like, this is this is crazy. So it I don't know, the video that I recorded today, I was winning. I played against them. It was a Mario Ditto, and they kept wanting to play. I believe I beat them every time. But I even said it during the video. It's like I've talked about it on here before, where it's like you can get rewarded for really lousy gameplay in quick play because you can get away with stuff that
Mm-hmm.
that unexperienced players or players that aren't that good won't counter. Whereas like the stuff I was getting away with in the stream earlier, or not the stream, but the video earlier, I wasn't going to get away with when we played last night. Right. That just wasn't going to happen. And so even as I'm playing it, I'm still trying to play those matches as if I'm playing against somebody that is of high level. Now, Johnny, you were talking about like recovering and throwing a smash attack, right? And or getting back on stage, throwing a smash attack, that kind of stuff. One of my things, and I think I've mentioned it on here before, is like I've got this habit of throwing the F smash at low percent. And all I'm doing is giving my opponent a way of getting away and not dealing as much damage as I could. Right? Like King Raymar says Bayonetta cheats. We're just throwing that out there. So but it's, and so a lot of these things, like it's one thing to spot the issue, but if I still keep going back into them, and Crawler and I were talking about it a little bit last night, and I said, I think a lot of this goes all the way back to like, I think the majority of gamers can remember, like, especially if you were kind of the hardcore amongst your group of friends, like I could dominate most of my friends, whether it was Street Fighter, whether it was GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, it didn't really matter. Like I could think of one time I ran into a person that could beat me at GoldenEye. Right? Because it was just like I probably played those games way too much, like way too much.
You know what's funny about that? Like, you were probably the best in your friend group, right? But then you would play against somebody from a different group and you just get washed because, you're so used to playing your friend group. Like that would happen to me in, I would play some Smash 4, I think. I played a little offline, and then I would go online and play against other people, and it's just a different feel. It's a different community. Like, so you might be good amongst your friends, but somebody's always going to be better than you.
And Raymar makes a good point right here too. He says using a kill move like Mario F Smash at low percent can also stale the move so it won't kill as early when you need it to. And that's a great thing. That wasn't even on my radar to think about that, And really what all this boils down to for me is mindset. It's mindset. It's like when I would play against those people in my neighborhood playing GoldenEye, whatever it was, like I could sit in autopilot and it didn't matter. I could do the same old tricks. I could do whatever it is that I typically did. And then I think sometimes even playing the different people that I would play on stream, right, from all different skill levels, And it's like you can get away with the garbage that you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be doing. Like I have to completely stop full hopping unless it's to throw a fireball. Like that is something that is intentional. But if I'm doing the like full hop, trying to like curve my way back down to a back air, like why don't you telegraph your movement just a little more? I should be doing a, what is it, the raw or whatever, the the running reverse. I can't remember the exact term, but something like that. Like that's what I should be doing if I'm going to be poking at shields with my back air, not telegraphing the entire move, and making it apparent what I'm trying to pull off. And so this mindset is also like I'm taking it into Halo as well. Like I feel like when it comes to gaming, it's like, oh, this is my time to relax or whatever. Like I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna get some kills, and it's like, well, why don't I pay attention more to my surroundings? Why don't I pay attention? Like instead of like running for a weapon that may not be safe to get off the um rushing aerial, reverse aerial rush. There it is. So the RAR, and so I'm trying to take this competitive mindset into, and that's the title of this episode, right? Into Smash, into these games that like I'm not going pro, right? But I like this is for me personally. I'm like this is my goal, right? I was talking about it in my video earlier today. It's like I want to view each match that I get into Smash like a boss fight. And it's a matter of finding the patterns that my opponent is doing so that I can punish to the maximum capacity and then take the stock away. And I remember listening to somebody say that the way they play that's the way you play Mega Man in Smash, is you look at it as if you're fighting against Mega Man bosses. And what do you have to do in order to see what they're doing? And another comment I got was that I focus too much on myself and not enough on my opponent. And it's such like it is something that I have to be super mindful of, because I just like go into a trance and start throwing moves, and it's never going to take me to that next level if I don't stop doing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, like watching this back is great, because I felt like I was mixing stuff up a little bit with more smash attacks and more neutral Bs and some other stuff. I still throw side B way too much, and it usually is against shield or out of lunge distance, and it just leads to landing lag and damage against me. It's a bad habit I've always had.
And it's the like, hopefully the next time we do one of these shows, or maybe we do one of these shows where we just record for an hour and the entire show is just critiquing the gameplay. Like we won't, maybe we don't run it as King of the Hill. We just continually swap one person out, like anyway, just so that we can really just pick apart each other's gameplay and look for areas that we can improve. Some of it, I mean, I know with Mario, I know the reason I do better with Mithra and Pyra, because I feel like I play those characters correctly, right? I feel like I play those characters the way they're supposed to be played, where I can kind of sit back a little bit more. I can look for opportunities. I know how I can deal the maximum damage. When it comes to Mario, there's a string of combos that I'm not doing. If it's a ladder or something, sure, I practice that in the lab quite a bit and I could pull those off. I mean, I was even telling Crawler last night, like I think at one point I hit you with 2 up airs, then landed on the plat, and then hit you with an up tilt, and then hit you with 2 more up airs and maybe the up B, right? It was like a 6. And that's, I mean, that's fantastic. That's the Mario gameplay that needs to be taking place, right? I mean, that was the Smash 4 Mario down throw up tilt, right? It was the bread and butter of that character. But they've made those combos now a little harder to come by, and rightfully so. I think that was just too much of the easy button. But there's things that I could be capitalizing on that, like, I'm not getting grabs when I'm throwing a smash attack early on. and those grabs can lead into multiple hits, and I just don't have those combos down. And that it doesn't like bum me out or anything. It just means I have a lot to work on. And that's always going to be the case. And I'm totally fine with it. Like it's not.
I'm sitting here thinking about reflecting on tonight and what I've been doing for the past few weeks in Smash Bros. And I stopped playing Sora because I really wanted to focus on Terry and try to get, have a very strong main. But what I've noticed is when I was using Sora, I wasn't afraid to go off stage, even with Terry. I was more confident because I knew, I could probably get back. But now that I stopped using Sora, I fall back into that old habit where I don't go out off stage and try to get those KOs.
I played against the Terry, and I'm so glad you brought that up because it brought it to memory. One of the things this Terry did to me multiple times is he spiked me. He spiked me with that, like it's the same kind of hit that Ryu and Ken do, where it's just like
little punch down or whatever.
Yeah, that I don't know if it's
a dare.
So that move off stage. Granted, he didn't go very far off stage, but where he was getting me is when I was trying to recover low, right? And then if I was recovering high, he was able to wall that out by hitting some kind of a jump and then attacking me that way or whatever. So it seemed like if there was something you could work on, or maybe we can jump in with you and just kind of work on recovering low, so you can get that muscle memory for doing that dare and then getting back to stage, because he had no problem getting back to stage. Like
if you're right underneath the stage, that up B gets you pretty good vertical immediately on the stage, right?
There's also, you also use the down B for recovery because it's the power dive. And then you could even do up B out of that. So there are some like combos you could do to get a better recovery. I'm just always afraid, like, oh man, I'm gonna go too deep or too far out. And I just got to work on that. That has always been my issue with Terry, and honestly with any character except for Sora, because the recovery is ridiculous with Sora.
You'll notice in some of these matches tonight, like both Crawler and I go incredibly deep in order to try to A, survive, or B, get the kill, right? And it's funny because like I tried to like off stage below the camera, like fast fell to a back air, right? It cost me if I had connected, I think
won. It's near the end. Yeah, it's near the end. But yeah, that was. You're like, I couldn't even see you down there. I was trying. And you did fast fall right to it, and I think I had already engaged up B, and
which was still too low. Like I was just falling slower than you. It's all it was, because I hit my up B to try to prolong it, but it didn't matter. But what's funny is like whenever those kind of things happen, we're usually like, yo, I saw what you tried to do there. Like, do that again. Like that was, there's just that element of like, when we're sparring, we're that's kind of the purpose of it, right? So I think it'll be good once we start getting more matches, Johnny, that it's like, even if it's a matter of losing the stock, it's like you still get that learning experience of like, I know how far to go. I know that was too far. Like, I don't fall off stage and throw my dunk nearly as much as I should. It's so crazy to me the way I typically recover now versus the way I used to do it early on with even with Ultimate. And whether it's a recover or the things that I a lot of times will just try to use my cape depending on the character, instead of going for the smash attack. But periodically I'll throw, or that fair, and periodically I'll still get the dunk here and there, but it's just a matter of getting comfortable with the tools that the character has. And the first step is recognizing it, like you said, and then after that you have all the room to grow, which is great.
So I do have a goal I'm going to be doing a crew battle against Cosplay Fitness TV in February, and he's a Mega Man main.
Okay.
And I need to learn that matchup because we've had a crew battle before. I mean, I took 2 stocks from him, so it wasn't like that uneven, and that was back mid last year, I think. It was like July. But I kind of want to surprise him because he's
Josh
he's
plays
good.
Mega Man. He can help you.
Yeah, he's good. Like he's good, and I need help with that matchup. So either Josh or anybody out there listening, if you want to help me, I'd be greatly appreciated.
I know at least one really good Mega Man that I could he's from the what were they called, like the Mario Jump podcast or something like that, or the Nintendo Jump podcast, something like that. So
also, if anybody wants to join my crew, I'll probably have some spots.
We got you, but we can find better players too. So let us know. We could talk to Crowzone.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you guys. We need some ringers out there. We need some ringers. All right.
We have a few of those.
Raymar's in chat still. He can definitely hold his own. So
because so back in July that was my first ever crew battle. I'd never done one before. Yeah. Didn't know what to expect, and I just kind of went off for like 2 stocks, and then I choked. I kind of want to go back and watch. The VODs, I think, probably still available somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to go back and watch, and my team, I was pretty proud of them. They have a really good Luigi who knows how to do the 0 to death combo pretty much every single time.
Yeah.
So if anybody's good against Luigi, I would, for $5 stake. For $5 every stock you take? Oh my goodness.
That's what Raymar says. I'm a cheap ringer, $5 for every.
It's only for 5 gifted subs. I don't even get but it's for pride. So maybe. I'll gift you. Yeah, I'll yeah. I'm gonna be bribing people. Yeah, if you want to join, you gotta at least take somebody out though.
That's the
yeah. Three stock guarantee.
We can talk to some of the coaches in the Smash League. They'd probably help you out.
I feel a little dirty doing that though. I don't know
why.
You're just taking advantage of your.
That's true. I mean, I know I would. I would know.
Yeah, you're just putting out an open call on the internet, man.
He's gonna be like, "What? What is happening?"
I mean, I do know a couple pros. I can. You want me to?
I think that might have been a rule, no pros.
Oh, okay.
But I honestly don't know. I have no idea. But I'll keep everybody informed how it goes. Unless you want to join my team, just hit me up. I'll be training and practicing. So if you're good against Luigi, if you're good against Mega Man, Ryu, they have a good Ryu as well.
So he's bringing the same team.
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to think like who we faced before, and I know the Luigi's still around. He'll be on the team for sure. The Ryu, I don't know, but Luigi for sure.
I got you. Okay. All right. There you go. There's the call to action, everybody. If you if you're a ringer,
I need a ringer.
Johnny Bo wants you.
Because you're gonna have to carry me because I'm hoping I take at least 1 stock.
I believe. No, we're gonna train you hard over the next.
I gotta lab out some Mega Man. That's all I gotta do.
All right, we'll do it. What you could do is set 2 CPUs at level 9 and fight them both at the same time, and don't let them touch you. Like,
does that work?
That's one of the things Crowzone told us how he used to practice. Like, depending on his online situation.
One of the rules of Smash is don't get hit. So don't get hit.
So let's talk about that. The don't get hit that's what I've been telling myself over and over again when I go into my matches. It's like, typically the way my match goes is we start, I try to get a back air, I try to get a dare right in front of you, right? Worst possible thing I could do. And then I noticed that like, oh wow, I'm sitting at 110 and my opponent's sitting at 30, right? And that's not gonna do. And so I've started spending a lot more time just running. I'm like, you know what? They could chase me. They could chase me, and I'm just gonna chip away. I'm just gonna keep chipping away, looking for little opportunities. It's totally different when Crawler and I play because we just know each other so well that like it's like we're gonna we know when they're mixing it up and then we have to accommodate because it's a matchup we've played over and over and over again. But when I'm playing against just somebody in quick play, I'm like, one of the things I'm telling myself is just don't get hit. Don't get hit. Just go back to the number one commandment of Smash. Don't get hit. So Dre Goons in chat says I'm a Yoshi main. So there you go, Johnny. They're coming out of the woodworks for you. I do want to say what's up to Nate and Rust Belt Kid. What's going on? Anybody else that's hanging out with us live here on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook? We're glad you're here. Thanks for hanging. So, but yeah, that really has been a thing that I've been trying to incorporate is just not get hit. I'm just gonna run, and I'm gonna keep and trying to watch my opponent. It's like I feel like it's such a struggle for me. I hate it. I wish I was better at picking up on it, but I've always relied on like brute strength and aggression to win fighting games. And when you have to change that up in order to become a better competitor, it's like a shock to the system, honestly, for me. It feels like a shock to the system. Crawler just took that stock with the up B right there. That up B. So yeah. I don't know. Anything else you wanna touch on about last night, Crawler?
I mean, I feel like it was good. I think we've looked at the math of our matchups, and it usually is always 50%. And I feel like that's exactly how last night went. But I did see kind of both of us working on some stuff, which is always good. We evolve every probably 3 to 6 months. We add some different kind of stuff into our repertoire. So I mean, it was good. They're always fun and they're always entertaining. We've talked about it. We just need to like either record just straight more stuff with the audio and make it's an adult stream definitely at that point, but or even just or just go live with it, because I feel like it's entertaining, and the B-roll is a little choppy, so it's not as great here watching it, but when it's live, I feel like we have
one
a good
of us
time.
could shoutcast the others, you know.
Yep, absolutely.
That's one thing I want to work on, because you know a lot of the time when I'm streaming Smash Bros, I'm not playing because I lose.
You got to set up the bot like I do. Just you're always
Yeah, I
in.
know. I do. All right, so I do have an idea. I want to set up. I have a thing that could capture 2 switches now. I want to set up a lobby, like a waiting room lobby, and then I'll have a 1v1 lobby versus me only, and then everybody else could chill in the second lobby, and then I would always be playing. But I think it's fun to watch these matches, and it's fun to try to shoutcast, and I think like that would be fun to do, just to.
Oh, it's
like if you two are fighting and
yeah, no,
we are recording or streaming or something.
That's one of my favorite things about the tournament is just getting to commentate on it. Like, and it's always a work in progress. It's not like something that's, I'm not a pro by any means, but like when stuff starts getting super hyped and we're, especially getting into like top 8 and everything, like it's a great time. And I think it's good content to watch too. I think it gives people some good entertainment, which is a good thing.
That was a nice counter. Killed really early too.
He hadn't
like
thrown 71%. That thing. I hadn't hit that thing all night. I think that was like maybe the one time. Is this the? No, it wasn't that one. I was like, is that the down air I was going for, or the back air? But
it might be on this match though.
I think that was that back throw. I was kind of laughing at it. I was just like, he just went flying.
Yeah, it's deleted.
Even trying to.
That's me cursing all the way down.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I could hear Crawler's curses from that one.
that was a 28% stock.
Yeah.
Like he was at 28%. So, but I mean, yeah, even kind of just watching this match right here, we can kind of we can kind of pick it apart a little bit. Like, I actually got my shield up. I can't believe it. Finally doing some short hops, which is nice. Versus the full hop continually. There's that
The
up B.
So that low percent stock.
This was the match.
That was the match. You fox trotted away from the ledge.
Fox trotted away, turned around, and smash attacked.
Yeah, it was like I was like, bravo, like. And that's the thing. Like, find a sparring partner that like is like stoked to fight you, not like pissed when you beat him. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like I've never seen you do that before. I've never seen you fox trot away, turn around, and throw that smash. So it was like, well, that's new. You know what I mean? Like. And that's what's crazy about Smash is it's like now that becomes part of the tool set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that I got to watch for that foxtrot now. Like it's just going to be ingrained in my brain. So
over the course of the night, Josh, I think, has officially decided that Sora's Sora stage is a bad matchup for him against Swordies due to that center platform.
Yeah, I can't hit any fireballs. Platform.
No,
the fireballs, I have to stand way to the outside. And like you saw me on that last one, I was just short hopping for days throwing fireballs so they'd bounce underneath.
Yep. What's up, Johnny?
I want to try to be consistently, ice my veins and not SDing. Like doing some weird, like recovering the wrong way or something. Like I want to try to avoid that as much as possible.
So that's why you pick Terry, because he can't go the wrong way.
No, he can.
But
it really screws you up when he does.
Yeah, but SDing against your sparring partner, like while you're trying to throw something new or epic or what is going to be something that you're really trying to learn, can be beneficial, because then you just learn the limitations of what you can do and how to stretch it. There was one deep recovery. It was middle of the podcast here, but like I had insane range on up B that I think helped expand it, because I went through Josh to get back to the stage. Like I was well out of normal up B range for Corin's up B, and somehow it just went like a dagger to the corner of the stage and grabbed it. And so I mean there's always crazy stuff out there that kind of just evolves.
Yeah, that was a wild exchange when that happened, because I was like, oh, I've got you. You're way out here. Like, even if you hit me, you're not getting back. And then you got back, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it was so shocking. But see, even I'm watching myself, like, I throw that dash attack. If that connects, like, the dash attack is good if, let's say, I'm trying to remember. I think if I land with a nair and then hit on early percents, I land with a nair, throw the jab combo, and all three connect. I believe at low enough percents, it's true if I run up and dash, and then there's sometimes that will send them off stage, and I can get my fair or possibly a cape, right? And it could be an early stock. But to throw the dash attack just mid stage, because it's like, oh, this is a way for me to take a tiny bit of percent. Like, why am I doing that? It's I'm leaving myself at a disadvantage, even if I'm not getting hit, because I'm not taking enough percent that I could be taking. So, but that's Smash.
Probably one. I think I get up attack here and get F smashed by you, like always.
Oh, the spacing on the ledge. You were screaming at yourself after this happened too, because you were like, I know, but, and that's the thing. That's the thing when you're like, why did I do the move I know is going to cost me, right? And why did that sour spot right there? That would have been such a sweet dunk. like just a sweet dunk. But went for the double up smash. This is the one. See, I went.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
I
okay. This was that one. Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
went way
super
deep.
I went deep. I fast fell. I was like, but that's the kind of stuff. It's like, that's the place to practice that, because if I could pull that off, if that had hit, that would have been a highlight. Right. But it's not going to happen if I don't attempt it. But if I hadn't fast fell, I more than likely would have been right in your up B, which then would have probably, who knows what would have happened, drug me back up to the stage or whatever.
There was one of these matches last night. I got an early, I think, 2-stock lead on you, and you pulled it back, and I think you actually won. But I was, in my mind, I was working on trying to set up something to do a drag down, just a down air drag down to kill you.
Yeah.
And I think I fixated on it too much, and you got back into the game, so I wasn't able to do it, because something like that is going to kill me first. But I wanted to go for the disrespect a little bit and get you on a drag down. But because it's something I don't really throw, and it's something you have to be up in stocks to definitely do. But yeah, it was something I was trying to work on, but couldn't quite get pulled off. But again, that's something that in a sparring atmosphere, you go for.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great point. Like, if you focus too much on one thing, right? I feel like the main thing to focus on is, what is your opponent doing that you can, I feel like you have me figured out the moment I start jumping. Like, the moment I start jumping, it's like almost a guaranteed 50%, maybe 65, like,
Yeah,
because
nair
it's
to
like,
nair to up air to up air to up B, or I mean,
yeah, like, it's just, and what is it? It's me focusing on, I want this dare to hit, and it's not going to hit. Like, it's impossible to get through the nair. Like, it's not happening. Why do I consistently try? It's just, it's worked on somebody else. It's a bad habit. And I remember the early days of this cast. It was like, what are your bad habits and how do you break them? Like, it's just the name of the game. So, but all right. Well, last reminder that the tournament is this Saturday. It's free to sign up. We'd love to have you guys. Johnny, real quick, tell people where they can find you.
I'm Johnny Bo everywhere. JOHNIIBO, like Amiibo. Twitch. That's where I stream Smash. Twitch.tv/JohnnyBo. I have YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. That's it.
Crawler, how about you, bud?
You guys can find me hanging out in the Discord, also on Twitter, Nightcrawler724, Nightcrawlers without the E, and then on countless other podcasts that you probably are aware of. So, Halo, Press Pause, Bendu podcast, which we were gonna record tonight, but we're waiting on everyone getting better, recovering from the Rona,
The crud.
Get better, mule.
And then what's the other one we do? Do we do another one?
Nintendo Powercast.
that one, yeah, that one, the big one. So yeah, that one, Thursday nights. So yeah, come hang out. I can't keep you straight. We're just on so much.
I want to end with a before Josh plugs himself. I'm gonna end with a fun story. All right, went to a Bar Arcade this past weekend.
Okay.
And they had Mortal Kombat there. And my girlfriend, she loves Mortal Kombat for some reason. I don't know
like
why.
one Mortal Kombat.
No, it was Mortal Kombat 4, I think.
Okay.
But it was just so fun, and just so fun playing against her. He just brought back. It just made me realize why we play these games and why it's a good time,
especially in that atmosphere. That's a great atmosphere. Standing up next to each other at an arcade cabinet is always fun.
That's incredible. That's awesome. Guys, you can follow me everywhere at N64Josh. Thanks so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.